But yes, as far as Nate's punishment, I think that it should be something just like...
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing in our lighting?
What happened to it? Did we do the little dancing people?
We didn't do the little dancing people. She is so
not even paying attention.
like in another plane of existence. Happy Friday, everyone. She's a couple of the Arnold Palmers deep already, so it's gonna be a big show. It's gonna be giveaway. But welcome to Comics and Beer, everyone. Your Friday night stopping ground for comic book news and some beer reviews, and your two amazing hosts. My name is Bruce.
My name is Stephanie.
And welcome. We have a bunch of people in chat, everyone. Babe, let's talk to them.
Comics Explained. Really working on my enunciation for the rest of my life. Was first. His cheers. He was here pretty early. I remember seeing him like 10 minutes ago. Comic book posters here. He says he's watching and selling at the same time. Are you on Metaphorical's auction? Is that where you're selling?
I don't know.
Sam King, who is actually on the video that we watched of Comic Book Posers Toaster unboxing, who said he was going to check us out, is actually here. So welcome to the show.
Sam King, what's happening?
Barican, of course. What's up?
Barican!
James Galagos, here to wrench
it up, baby.
Wrench everybody.
Wrench it up.
And Perry, whose first comment wasn't creepy eyes, it was actually good evening.
What's up, Perry? How are you doing? Your channel is doing so crazy good. We are so proud of you, man. That is just awesome.
Like our child. Watching you grow up. I'm not done. Also, just a Rican.
Rod, what's happening? Phillies baseball, Red Sox baseball. Baseball is finally back. Wow. Hopefully your Phillies are doing well. I mean, the Red Sox are crushing one of the worst teams in baseball. Orioles.
Have the Phillies even played yet?
Yeah, they're probably playing right now.
All right.
They're playing the same day as the
So Rod probably has like us on his phone and the TV on in the background.
Probably something like that. Who else is here, babe? Is that everyone?
Creepy eyes. Thank you, Perry.
Chaos!
Oh
Go
my God,
Dodgers!
Chaos is here. Who knew all we had to do was talk about masturbating hobos on Instagram to get Chaos back on the live stream? Chaos, good to know where your priorities lie.
What's happening, Chaos? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, happy Friday. Guys, if you guys are new to the channel, I know everyone in chat is not, but guys, if you're catching this on the rewind, welcome to Comics and Beer. We do this every single Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's a show where we talk about comic book news. That's comic book news for TV shows, comic book movies, and comic books themselves. That's the part of the show that I handle, and my wonderful, my beautiful, my better half Stephanie handles...
The beer. I'm in charge of the beer. I'm in charge of getting you guys drunk with emotion and me drunk with alcohol.
It's the best of two worlds, guys. It's so good. I brought up 5 beers, but Stephanie told me I was only supposed to bring up 4. Sorry.
I brought my daughter with us to the beer distributor this past Wednesday, and she wanted to pick the theme, and she picked all beers she thought looked scary, but I saw this one beer, this Stone Cold Steve Austin beer that we had seen on a different website previously, and I was like, oh my God, I need that beer.
We tried to order it, but it was sold out immediately.
Right, so I was like, we're definitely grabbing this one, we'll save it for next week, and Bruce was like...
I want it right now, crushed it on my head, let's go!
So I'm still saving it for next week, but I'll show it to you guys.
I'm definitely not going to Steve Austin that, smash it in my head and drink the foam. That get all over our stuff.
What is his thing, Stone Cold Steve Austin?
He would smash the 2 beers cans together and chug it.
No, but doesn't he have like a saying he says? Like, can you smell what the rock is cooking? But Steve Austin...
Ask the chat. Chat will know, not
guys, me. What does he say?
I don't think he was wrestling when I was watching wrestling. But yeah, I think, so there's one beer in here that is a very dangerous beer, and I think we should just get that out of the way. Let's start the night big,
Bruce
and then go
moved
from
up
there.
from a dump bucket to a dump Tupperware, which I appreciate.
This beer right here is going to be either delicious or it's going to be disgusting. I am leaning towards the disgusting end of the train, but we'll go ahead and pull this beer out. We'll get our cups filled, and then we'll start the show.
This beer was chosen because it's scary. It's got a scary Rastafarian
Is it scary?
skeleton on it. For a 9-year-old, I guess it was scary looking.
Sophia decided to go with scary beers, and these
All
are her scary beers. But this is what's it called? Wagwan.
Also Great South Bay. Didn't we do like 2 of their beers recently?
Yeah, we've done them before.
17%. 17%.
Read off the info, babe, because it's important that they understand what we're about to be drinking.
It is a triple quadruple golden ale with mango, orange, pineapple, and passion fruit. So it's going to be interesting. Long Island brewed. Bruce thinks it's going to be disgusting, and we're going to be throwing it away immediately. Yes. I think it's because he's scared of the 17%.
What you just heard Stephanie say, do you think it's going to be delicious or it's going to be terrible? I'm on the fence. I mean, it's coming out like it could be good, but I mean, these beers with lots of fruits in them usually pour like this, and then they're just either super sweet or sour.
Hit or miss. It's 90% of the time it's disgusting, but we've had a couple where we're like, oh, all right. Dustin, I have not figured out how you can buy some beers yet. Bob is usually the guy I deal with when I go there, and the last 2 times it's been some other guy. I don't know who he is, new, taking over the scene. He doesn't know about our cool YouTube channel and isn't hooking us up.
I don't know. Oh my god, my beard shakes all great.
That's really funny.
But guys, happy Friday. Cheers to you. Hope you guys are holding up a cold one as well. Babe, cheers me, please.
All right, I'm trying to read the chat. We put our screen up here, so that way I don't have to keep looking here and read the chat. But I'm like almost 40 now, so it's harder for me to see the screen. All right, let me see. Let me see before I read the chat what this tastes like. It's very dark. It doesn't smell terrible.
Oh, no. Oh, that's...
Like a wine tasting? Oh. Oh, God. That's like...
Zombie X Dance, what's happening, my man? That is awful.
I don't even know what to say. Because the taste itself isn't terrible. It's very fruity and not terrible, but it's like got this punch when it gets in your mouth, and then it dies on its way down your throat.
It does kind of like... I've had these like high proof beers before, and they do resemble kind of like a wine taste, because wine is, I believe, 17 to...
Something up there. 15%.
Someone Googling
like that.
his in chat. James Gallegos.
James Gallegos? Wrench it.
What proof of wine usually normally is, but this definitely has like kind of like a wine flavor. It's a little bubbly.
It is bubbly.
It's sour.
Very sour, like sour candy in your mouth. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to chat. Austin 316, I guess is maybe the name of the beer. No, Stone Cold. Steve Austin's Broken Skull IPA is the name of the beer.
I'm very excited
Someone was
for that.
saying that they saw it, but they didn't try it. Or that they couldn't remember. Yeah, it's going to be intense. Sam King, this beer, we'll see how much of it we can get down.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my Centennial Single Hop beer, only 7.5% though. I'm such a pussy. Chaos. I agree. Couldn't agree more. Chug it. Gross. Love the challenge.
Chug it. Oh my, I'm not chugging this. That'd be bad news. Oh my god. But guys, so this is the basics of the show. We talk about comic book news. We drink some beers. We have a good time. We talk to you guys. It's fun. But you're not just going to stick around for that. You guys want stuff. Everyone wants stuff.
Reagan just wrote, it's like a party in your mouth, but everyone's throwing up.
Yes, it's exactly what it's like.
That's amazing. Yes, Angel, that is exactly what it's like.
And Stephanie is known to some of you, especially most of you guys in chat, as the Oprah of the comic book community.
I'm very confused. Do you think this is the last Friday of the month?
No.
Why do you keep talking about giveaways? I mean, we'll probably give something away, but also...
Well, I'm hyping up the trivia, babe.
Okay. Trivia, giveaway. Somebody's getting something tonight.
I guess I just won't
vomit.
Do my thing.
I was just confused. Also, why does our count just say 0 when there's not 0?
No.
I got 10 down here. That says 0. There we go.
It was blocked off by the turtle.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Put it up.
She is just like all over my junk tonight.
Guys, I have high standards. I can't help that
I can't even
down here.
I can't even give my own spiel about trivia. She's got to cut me off and ruin my whole thing that I have going, because I have no idea where I was now.
Man, chaos. Oh my god, I swallowed and while I was talking and it went to the back of my throat and I think I have a hole in my esophagus now.
Alright, so guys, so every single Friday, as I was saying, we build to a big giveaway at the end of the month. And what we do is we do trivia. And that trivia, if you get it right, and you're the first person to get it right in chat, you get an entry into our end of the month giveaway, which is where it was going, babe.
I'm sorry. I just to stop you before you go on your rant anyway. Can Greg not win anything, or he just can't win the main prize?
He can't win the grand prize.
Right, Greg, you can still win things that we get drunk and give away throughout the night.
Yeah.
You just can't win the main signed autographed copies of whoever we got this month. You can't win that. You can still win things.
Yeah, so you can get your entries into our end of the month giveaway. We do a trivia question at 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, and then we rapid fire 7 questions at the 11 o'clock hour. So there's 10 entries that you can get every single Friday into the end of the month giveaway. The end of the month giveaway is usually a big deal. We try to make it a big deal ever since we started it a long time ago, or back in March. We are now in July.
We've been doing pretty good, guys. We've got people every month, which I'm pretty proud of us, because we didn't think we would get anyone. Crushing it. We're actually getting our package from Bruno Redondo on Monday or Tuesday, which is in time for Friday, but we have David Andrew lined up for a live interview next Friday, guys. He's going to actually be on Comics and Beer. You guys will be able to ask questions to him. We are going to have questions lined up for him already. We're going to surprise him. And guys, he sent all 5 issues of Resident signed with his John Hancock to us. They are so crispy. He did such a good job packing them up. The variant cover for issue number 1.
This is I think only 500 or maybe 1,500 copies of this book were printed. It's so good. So get excited for that, David.
And other stuff. We're going to do other stuff. What we don't know yet, but we're going to figure it out over the next couple of days.
The package that Bruno sent us is a big one. It is really good. So we're really excited for that.
Coming all the way from Spain.
All the way from
you
Spain.
guys.
And then, again, the August one, we're still waiting for a reply from that person, but that should be another big one. He was responding for a little while, but then I'm sure deadlines, just like Bruno, he'll get back to us at some point. So get excited.
We'll just find more people.
Or we'll find more people, yes, because August is actually just 2 weeks, 2 weeks away. But yeah, that's pretty much the show. We are just right down to
the almost 10:15 hour.
Almost 10:15 hour. But guys, if you guys are not following us on social media, which our links are right down here, right there, you should be, because we post a video on Friday on Instagram and Twitter, just asking you guys what kind of trivia you guys want to see. And I actually got some really good ideas this week. Chaos gave some, Breaking gave some. Big O. Mm-hmm. I took Big O's idea.
I don't know all the things that come after. It's like Big O, F, C, Q, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Something like that.
They put out Jane Forrester. And I'm like, Jane Forrester is such a good one. If you don't know who Jane Forrester is.
She's like Thor's girlfriend, right?
She was Thor's girlfriend. And then
she became Thor.
She became Thor.
I heard all about that.
And now she
loves that.
And she is the Valkyrie. When she was Thor, that was one of the...
Wait, she's a Valkyrie now?
She's a Valkyrie now. The only Valkyrie.
Isn't she human?
But she died and came back to life. Thor and Odin resurrected her.
As like a...
Just a person.
Human still.
Yes.
But she's a Valkyrie.
But she's a Valkyrie now.
I can't feel that I'd be very afraid of a human Valkyrie.
JB's on. What's up, JB? Newbie Comics is on. What's going on? Jessica. Oh, Jessica. We love you. Thank you so much for coming by tonight. Such a big night. 13 people already on. This is amazing. Thank you, guys.
Jessica, I started reading the Percy Jackson series. Have you read that? It took me a while to get into it. We're like halfway through the book. I'm reading it to my kids. But I'm getting really into it. And now I want to know what happens.
She wants to know what happens.
I'm reading comic books.
Reading comics, no books. Sorry. All right, guys. It is 10:14. We're going to switch over to the wheel. Oh, this beer burps terribly.
I know. I breathed in while I drank it and almost
terrible.
threw up on everyone. We're trying, guys. If not, we're going to switch. We do have 4 other beers, so technically we're still drinking our 4 beers.
Don't worry.
Don't watch the movie. I haven't seen the movie, but...
Yeah, I heard the movie's awful. So yeah, guys, these are questions that I made up myself. I went on sites and I found facts about Jane Forrester. And yeah, so hopefully these are all accurate. They are pulled facts from some websites, so who knows?
Can we dump this beer?
I'm going to have a few more sips and then, yes, we will dump. But it is now 10:15. So guys, the first person to answer this question that's going to come up from the spinning wheel first in chat gets an entry into the end of the month giveaway, which is going to be Resident, all 5 issues of Resident signed by
definitely
David
a Resident
Andrew.
shirt. Guys, notice I'm wearing my Resident shirt.
You
will be getting one of these.
Resident shirt, and then
which way's better?
other
This
things.
way? This way? This way.
Always. All the ways. All right, guys, let's spin this wheel and see what happens.
The wheel spins.
Hopefully my grammar and English is correct in all these questions.
I should have made him let me check it first.
Who crowned Jane Queen of Asgard? Who crowned Jane Queen of Asgard?
Queen of Asgard.
Oh, comma, Queen of Asgard. Nope, not Thor.
It was me, guys.
Not Thor.
It was Stephanie.
It was during War of the Realms. Not Odin.
That guy, Boomerang Bill.
Thor's mom.
What's his name?
Is correct. Comics Mix Explained is correct.
What's her name?
But Comics Mix Explained won last month, so the next person to answer correctly will get it right.
You can't be entered into the main giveaway, Comics Explained. You can win smaller prizes, pictures of me.
Every single night, the 10:15, 10:30.
Bearded Comic Bro did. You're such a jerk.
Yes! Yes, there you go. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, so Bearded and Comics Explained, we give away things on the big giveaway night, 10:15, 10:30, 10:45. You guys are totally eligible for those giveaways.
And then when we get drunk and give away things tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow you won't even be here, but I'm going to give things away.
So who said James Gallagher?
James Galagos, who has 5,433 entries already.
All right. So that was the first one, guys. That's how the night usually goes. All right. So before we jump into the news, there's a few things that we want to talk about that are movie related. We watched this this movie with Tom Hanks.
Oh my God.
Apple
Greyhound?
Plus. Greyhound? Have you guys watched that?
It was so good. I went in super low expectations, but we're out of fucking shit to watch. So it's like, what else? We haven't watched any Apple TV shows. I got a free year of Apple TV from Verizon. So I'm like, all right, let's check out all the Apple TV shows, which do not watch The Morning Show. That was not good.
The Morning Show is a bad show. Just gonna want to say that's a bad show. But Greyhound was an awesome movie. I will say, this is my one caveat for that movie. It felt like it was the middle of a movie.
It was very,
and like there was
with
no
the beginning with the girl. It was so weird.
There was a really weird beginning and no really resolution. There was just kind of like an ending that ended without kind of anything else.
Well, I mean, the whole movie's based just on that.
But usually there's like
you trek.
Sure, you would have had a little more character development, character build up, and then you wrap up storylines. And he just kind of like went to sleep. He was like, "All right, I'm out. Peace."
Greg said, "It's out now." Well, good night, guys. It's fun. Time to go watch Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is amazing. I will watch anything that Tom Hanks is in.
Tom Hanks wrote that movie.
Did he?
Yes.
Of course he did. Tom Hanks is a legend. He's a gentleman and a scholar.
He is. I mean, that movie was so good. I mean, like I said, even though it was only like the middle of the movie, you kind of missed the
It
whole
was a
building.
continuation from the Captain movie. Captain Morgan? That's not what it's called.
That's not called Captain Morgan.
What's it called?
Captain my Captain.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. What's that movie, guys? That was the continuation.
I remember that movie. That was a really, really good movie. So yeah, guys, if you guys have not checked out that movie, the action in that movie is awesome. The acting in the movie is incredible.
Captain Phillips, thank you, not Captain Morgan.
It was really, guys, you guys really, really should check the movie out. It was so good. But we also, before we jumped on this live stream, we actually, when I was pulling the news for today, there's a ton of streaming news. There was like trailers dropping like crazy, new things being announced, things being delayed. There's so much delayed news. It's sorry.
Delayed.
I
would like to delay this conversation and get a new beer so I can actually be drinking something instead of this party vomit in my mouth. Because it's gross. I'm disappointed because it's 17%, and I was like, yeah, let's do this party. But
I will say, if you guys can find...
Comics Mrs. Spain said, look at me, I have the toaster now. There's so many people who have the toaster now. I think we should start like a little...
We need to have everyone...
We need to have like a sticker that you get if you're like initiated. I don't know if you guys are aware, but if you did receive a toaster from us and came part of the Toaster Club, you actually have to get a toaster tattoo. So...
All right.
I'll be contacting local tattoo parlors by your house for you guys.
This is called Window Creep.
Window Creep.
Window Creep.
That was Bruce's nickname in high school. Window Creep.
I was a creeper, man. I learned from Perry, man. Perry's always got those creeping eyes. Even though they're called lurker.
Lurker eyes. I think they're creepy eyes.
Stephanie calls them creeper eyes. Oh man, that beer was awful. Oh my god, my indigestion's on fire.
Yeah, it was tough to drink. I imagine if you were 20 to 25 years old, you would have enjoyed that beer. So if you were 20 to 25 years old and you were on this live stream, drink that beer. Okay. If not, you will have heartburn and your Alzheimer's will kick in.
So yeah, this is just a double IPA. Sorry, the lighting is not hitting the bottom. Oh, the books are in the way. That's why. I want to just lift up a little bit, get them the information. It's a double IPA, 8% alcohol. It's gonna be delicious, I'm sure.
Window Creep.
It's from Killsborough. Yeah, Killsborough.
Isn't that like Pennsylvania or something?
Pennsylvania.
Isn't that a town? Or upstate? One of the two. Either upstate or Pennsylvania.
I don't know. You can figure it out.
One of the two. Staten Island. I feel like
Staten Island, Pennsylvania, same thing. Oh, that's so much
I said
better.
Or upstate New York, which is also not Staten
Island. That is really good.
Breakin', we assumed that you wouldn't use bread, that you would use like bananas or plantains.
So I don't know if it's coming from that garbage beer that we drank before to this, but this is so good. There's a nice fruity, I shouldn't say fruity, there's a nice citrus flavor that first hits your mouth, and then it's a nice crisp, clean taste.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it compared to that other beer, because that beer was diarrhea in my mouth.
It's super smooth. This is really good. I really, really enjoy that. But now that we've got our new beer, my baby's happy. She keeps cutting me off in the middle of talking about stuff.
It's my job. I keep it interesting. You're like, I want to hear what Bruce is saying. Interruption!
Because no one wants to hear what I have to say. Is this Abe Lincoln looking now? I don't know. Ever since Stephanie trimmed it, it looks so good.
I wouldn't say like Abe Lincoln.
I don't know. It looks fire. All right, but we watched 3 trailers before we jumped on the show, kind of catching up on like what happened during the week. Our week is always crazy, kids stuff, blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah.
There were 3. We watched a trailer for Simon Pegg's and Nick Frost's new Seekers. It was okay.
Is that what it was called?
I think so. Truth
Seekers. I knew it was 2 words.
They're about like paranormal and people that go out and like investigate paranormal activity. It looks silly. It's gonna be a show on Amazon. You guys can check out the trailer. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. Well, and she'll check it out with me. I'll
be there in the background, scowling.
It's gonna be on Amazon Prime.
You're making me watch this.
Absolutely love Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They are just such a dynamic duo.
Mark, we were just talking about you.
Mark the Cuddy Shrek, what's happening?
Cuddy's Arc. We were talking about Australia, and then we were talking about Andrew Kai, who's also on, and I don't think we said hello, Andrew Kai.
What's up, Andrew?
And then we were like, you know who hasn't been on in a while? The other guy from Australia, Mark the Cuddy's Arc.
What's going on, Mark? How you doing, my man?
He
said he's not going to be on.
It was
Have a good night.
Cuddy
Much love, Stephanie and Bruce. Stay safe. You too, Mark. Andrew! Bruce should wear a top hat.
I agree. Bruce, let's get you a top hat. I'll make one out of construction paper.
If you guys have not seen Hot Fuzz, definitely check out that movie. That is one of their best movies. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. So good. And then we watch his Dark Materials Season 2 trailer, which was really good.
Yeah. Season 1 was good. If you guys haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend watching it. It is kind of like a roller coaster of goodness, where like some episodes are like, oh my god, and some episodes you're like, what?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Like, you're happy with it where it goes, but you're not happy with where it goes. I'm very interested to find out where some storylines go, and some storylines I'm like disappointed they went in that direction. But that
show felt like a lot like they filmed a lot more, and they were chopping sections out to either get timing down or stories. And just something seems like they started and then they got to where they needed to go way faster than they should have.
Slow it down. Bruce likes it slow.
I do. I like my story slow. Give me the deets, baby. Give me the deets.
I hated that. James Galgo said you should wear your top hat while wearing your muumuu when you lose the CGC contest.
Oh my god. I was just going to talk about that right after we talk about this trailer. So, the last trailer that we watched, guys, if you've not watched this trailer, wow. Wow. But Stephen and I were like, the trailer ended in the worst way possible.
It was such a stupid way
to end this trailer. But the trailer was for Project Powers with Jamie Foxx and...
It's a Netflix original.
What was the other guy's name?
Gordon Levitt.
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Fire. Holy moly, guacamole.
Fire.
Let's watch an action-packed movie where people take these pills and they get 5 minutes of superpowers.
But what does 5 minutes really buy you?
I don't know. Some awesome special effects action sequences. And
super poops. You can poop really fast. Like 5 minutes straight. Your cleanest colon of your life.
Now, what they showed in the trailer, Stephanie and I are thinking of actually doing a video where we kind of go frame by frame and like kind of like really scrutinize it, really review this video. But what we saw, there was like a guy that burst into flames. There was a scene where Jamie Foxx is
when Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets shot in the head, but like his whole face reverberates because the bullet just doesn't even penetrate him.
I have a feeling he takes a lot of pills throughout the movie because he's like, you ready to do it again? And he's like, oh, let's go! So it's just like a really cool thing. But what would be the one power that you would hope for? Because they said like they're random. Like you take a thing, it's like,
I don't want to fight anyone. So I wouldn't want any cool powers that involve fighting people. I would want a cool power that would be like fun. So I'd want to be able to like fly for 5 minutes and I just fucking fly around.
Read people's minds.
I don't want to know. I think I would be more upset if I read people's minds than happy. So then I would be disappointed in the universe for 5 minutes.
Okay, let's take a minute. Go back 2 seconds. If you can read people's minds, what is Sophia thinking during the day?
I'm so beautiful. I want to buy dolls. Why does my mom not hug me enough? I want to cuddle. What can I ask my mom for? This is
Jack,
all her thoughts.
4-year-old.
Jack is just going, Hadouken! Over and over and over again in his head.
You want to play Mario? I'm Mario. You're Luigi.
Tell me about Mario. Tell me a story about SpongeBob. Tell me a story about Winnie the Pooh. Tell me a story. And he's like, think about the next story you can ask Stephanie to tell you.
All right. Easy one. Nate.
Food. If you guys have ever watched SpongeBob, and there's this episode of SpongeBob where Squidward meets Squilliam Fancy Pants, his arch rival from high school. And Squilliam is like well off. He's everything that Squidward wanted to be. A famous clarinet player. He's like very rich and famous. And Squidward convinces Squilliam that he has his own restaurant. And he tries to turn the Krusty Krab into this fancy 5-star restaurant and pretends it's his. And he hires SpongeBob to be the waiter. And he tells SpongeBob to forget everything he knows about anything except fancy dining. So they cut to the scene where SpongeBob's brain, it's like the inside of his brain, and it's just 40 SpongeBobs running around. And they're like just doing different tasks. That is what I imagine Nate's brain. Inside of his brain is like 50 Nates. Like one's jumping around, one's listening to music, one's eating, and one's like doing whatever else Nate does, poop for 25 minutes.
So food. Okay, last person. Oh, there's 2 last people. Frank.
Comics Space Lane said he talked to his dog. I like that.
So, Frank. What was Frank thinking all the time?
I think Frank is just trying to push out farts with his mind the whole time.
Frank is our English Bulldog. I will at some point get we want two cameras. I will get a 3rd camera, and it's only going to be on Frank. Just
him sleeping. That's all it is.
Sleeping. But it's a Frank cam. Who doesn't want Frank cam?
Also, Brugan said he'd rather have Bruce Wayne's power, money.
All right. So, last thing. What would I be thinking during the day? What would you catch me thinking about?
Bruce, I imagine his brain moves very quickly. So he has a lot of random half thoughts that he starts but doesn't complete. So then he's like, oh, I have to create this Instagram post. Oh, I have to do this for YouTube. Oh, I have to do this for work. Oh my God, but also I didn't read this comic book. I wonder how much this comic book is worth. Let me go over to this website. Let me see if anyone's doing this auction. And that's like 50 random...
Oh, actually, that's like so true. Like,
half-started thoughts that never get completed.
Oh yeah, that's like so true. I have like Premiere open, I'm editing a video, work things are coming up, and then I'm like there's like an Instagram post, oh blah blah blah, this book. I'm like, oh, what's this book? I'm over here. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin.
I know Bruce very well. All right, so let me hear what I'm thinking.
Oh, so if I can read your mind?
Yeah.
you are always thinking about others. So you're thinking about how you can help Nate, why Frank's nose is so gross, and how can you help him correct his diet so he doesn't have a gross nose. How can I make a new story for Jack so he's excited to play with games with me, and when he asks me, tell me a story about Mario. And then Sophia, when she's like, I'm Sophia, you're just worried about you, like, oh, you're really going to be in trouble. You're going to be a whole handful. You're like looking at me going, does he ever stop talking about you two? Guys, it's 10:30.
That's it. Welcome into the inner thoughts of our mind.
It's 10:30. It is time for trivia.
Boring.
All right, guys. Like I said,
Comics Mix Explained said all your thoughts are CGC 9.8 thoughts. Also, masturbating hobos according to Barikin, and also how you miss the toilet because Bruce misses the toilet.
I do not miss the toilet. Oh my god, I forgot about that last week. All right, guys. Here we go.
And he also said Little Bird.
Next question,
which is also true.
Oh, Little Bird, yes.
And Tugan is here.
Tugan Pedro. Boo, 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 boo. First person to answer this question in chat correctly gets an entry into our end of the month end of the month giveaway.
End of the month river.
And what comic did Jane Forrester first pick up? Manoler, not Thor. Thor is the incorrect
Journey into
answer.
Mystery 84. That was super specific.
I believe that is correct.
How does James know all these things?
I believe that is correct. I just have to.
God of Thunder 25. Thor 2. These are the options.
No, that is wrong.
Wait,
Sorry,
let's see what
guys.
it is. I didn't even know that was a thing. Also, James Galagos wrote What If number 10.
James
So it sounds
Galagos, there it is!
James, 2 in a row. You can't get the next one right. Stop being all-knowing.
All-knowing.
If I get superpowers, I want James Galagos' all-knowingness.
James Galagos, that's right. All-knowing. Detective Comics 427. Oh, man. Yes. So let's get back 2 steps. Now that we did this out of the way. Stephanie and I did put together a very exciting video for us.
So exciting for us. We don't care what you guys think. Just kidding.
There's actually a lot of you guys really enjoyed that video. We're up to like 60 or 70 views, which is not a ton of views. There's like guys that get millions of views, obviously. But for us, that's a pretty good number.
It's the 60 people we care about.
It is. I don't care about
you guys. We're here for you.
But, the comic community loves CGC books. And we've never gotten into that. Stephanie is new to collecting in the last year-ish. We're almost actually at a full year.
I saw episode 40, and I was like, oh my god, there's 15 weeks in the year. We're almost 12 weeks away from doing our Friday night live stream for a year.
We will hit it before 54 or 52 weeks because we missed 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. But we did miss a couple weeks.
But yeah, we are sending out 7 books to CGC. We're super excited about these books.
I just want to say goodnight to Sam. Sam said he has to go because he has to go put his son to bed. Thank you for joining us, Sam.
Sam, hope you come back next Friday.
Come back again if you're not. If your son goes to bed easily, maybe he'll be back tonight. If not, next Friday, 10 o'clock. We enjoyed having you.
Make sure you're here each week in July because Bruno Redondo has sent a ridiculous package to us. It's so good. Prepare yourself for that, and you want to have your entries in. But back to CGC. Sam, have a good night. Say good night to your son for us. We are sending our books out. We are waiting for a package. I guess when you first sign up for there's a premium membership where you spend $150 and then you get $150 credit towards grading of books, right? But they also send you their new packing box and like materials to you for free if you sign up for that membership. So we're waiting for that box to come, and then we're going to pack our books up and send them out, and then we're going to wait 35 days for them to go out and then come back to us. So it's going to be a while before we get the grades. But man, we are excited. But people who watched that video during the premiere,
or even after the premiere,
they said our numbers are way off.
Guys, we've never done this before, so we just made up all amazing numbers because apparently we think we're the shit. So everything is 9.8 or above.
We're like 9.8, duh.
10s, everything's getting a 10.
10. But, fingers crossed. You never know. Maybe we should send them off to a third-party cleaning service because some people were kind of like talking. I should say talking down. We're just like doubting the cleaning service of the CCS or But who knows?
Comics Miss Explained. Is there 9.7s? Is there odd numbers? Because Bruce said he watched Very Gary Comics and there was a 9.9. So that makes me think that there's Odd numbers.
But I love that Comics Week explained he was during the premiere and was doing a smiley laugh face.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Miss
They
Comics
hate us
9.9
because they
only
ain't
one.
us. That was a great movie.
What movie is that?
That's the one with James Franco and Seth Rogen, where they go to meet Kim Jong Un. They hate us because they ain't us.
This beer was so good. Oh my god, that beer was so good.
No, 9.9 is the only odd. Well, then I'm going to be off by 0.1.
But yeah, no, it was
interview. Thank you, Greg.
It was a really fun video to make. And
we made a contest of it because we love to make contests of everything.
Yeah, we do.
That's our whole day. We're like, I'm going to wake up the kids. I'm like, I'm going to wake up the kids. I'll bet you I wake up the kids more than you do. Race to the rooms.
So we're excited to get those book back, see how we did. But that's obviously probably 45 days away. So we're not,
Gives me time to order several moo-moos. Pick the best one.
We're also already, figuring out what our next books we're going to send. I don't know. It's so exciting. But it's time for the news. Are you doing that beer yet? Can we open
Guys, how do I have to pee already? It's only 10:36.
Well, how about let's you finish that beer, and we'll do Almost Famous IPA by Torch Crown Brewing Company. It's cool. It's cool. Beer can.
This Is the End is also a really funny movie, Breakin'. Definitely watch that.
That's a pretty good movie. I think at the ending of that movie...
Wear a diaper next time. I might start that, Comics Books Explained. And then I'm going to brand it Stephanie and Bruce diapers, and they're for drinking.
Does anyone know a good logo guy?
A good logo guy. Do you have a logo guy?
That's not going to charge $500 for a logo. I worked on my own logo, and it's one of those things that Stephanie and I keep meaning to go back to and work on. She's not a logo person. I'm not a logo person. And yeah.
I can do a 3D. Frank, Jessica said. Frank, where the fuck are you? Is my real question. Where's Frank been? He has not been on in weeks. I'm about to disown him as my other, I don't know what, live stream guy. Almost Famous. I guess this was scary to Sophia. I don't get.
But it's an IPA. It looks really delicious, just like the last one.
6.6 alcohol. 1 pint of ale, it says.
1 pint of ale, 6.6. Not that strong. So let's get into it, shall we? So I'll dig into the news, babe, because there's a lot of boring stuff to start with. I shouldn't say boring. I'm not going to bore you.
There's a lot of boring stuff, guys. Can't you just wait for that? Don't you want to hear boring news?
Oh, this one is actually really good, too. I would say it doesn't have that nice fruit pop, that citrus bite of the last one, which one's that one, babe? It was the Window Creep.
Window Creep. You should remember that. It was your name.
This one doesn't have that same bite, but it's still really, really good.
Jessica said she messaged Frank. She said she thinks they've been doing family night on Friday. And then she wrote, he ignored me, which means I'm not part of family night. Jessica, you can come over for our family night. We, every night, watch 30 minutes of television with the kids. Because by the time we do dinner and take a walk and then do showers and then come home, we do 30 minutes of TV. And we've been doing, challenge game shows.
Oh, it's
not
okay.
Game shows, but
You guys have seen Total
Wipeout is what we
Wipeout.
watched for a while. Now we're doing Cannonball, which is the American version of something similar to Total Wipeout.
Yes. There is an American version of Total Wipeout, but this is a new, extreme version of that.
It's not really extreme. It's not harder.
I don't know. Well, no, it's definitely way easier.
It's easier.
But that one, on the second episode that we
Oh my
watched,
god, where they have that big pole in the middle where the people are just fucking smashing their faces in. Amazing.
but yeah, let's jump into the news if you don't mind.
I don't.
And you can go to the bathroom.
Thank you for allowing me.
I would go to that one, so it's easier. You don't have to go all the way around. All right, guys, let's jump into the news. Guys, Sonic the Hedgehog 2
Oh my god.
gets a release date.
Except Sonic was such a good movie. I know everyone gave it shit when it first came out, or when it first got introduced because they did such a terrible job with designing
Yes,
Sonic
it was god-awful.
But then they went back and remade what Sonic looks like, and it was a really good movie. I actually really enjoyed it. It was funny. James Marsden is in every movie that ever involves another animated character,
Yes.
but he does a great job. I would watch this. I really enjoyed Sonic. I've seen it 500 times because Nate watched it 500 times in a row.
He did.
But I enjoyed it, so I'm excited.
So, Production has not started on this film yet, but it does get a 22 release date. I believe it's like April or something. Mid 22, so let's say June. So if you guys are excited for Sonic the Hedgehog, that's when it's happening. All right, guys, let's blow through these delays. Quiet Place 2, delayed. Top Gun 2, delayed. These things are probably not going to come out for a very long time because theaters are not opening. They have pushed Quiet Place 2 back to April 23rd, 2021, and also Top Gun to July 2nd, 2021. Next movie up to be delayed is Spider-Man number 3. It is now pushed back to December 17th, 2021. They are still filming this, and there's delays in filming, so that's going to happen. Next up, another one. Nolan's Tenet delayed without a release date. Everyone was excited.
Nolan's Tenet. Who is excited about this? I don't even know what this is. It's a guy named Nolan who has tenants that won't pay their rent because of the coronavirus.
Well, someone has obviously been watching the Christopher Nolan trailers for Tenet. Tenet is a crazy Christopher Nolan movie. I'm really excited for this, but it is delayed until, I believe, 2021 at some point, so get ready for that. The last one, I believe... No, actually, this is not... This is a slight delay. I believe it's delayed by a week. But this is supposed to be...
Wait, it's Keanu Reeves still?
Yeah.
Is this the third?
Yes.
I didn't see the second.
Stephanie is supposed to be hip and up with the news, but honestly she's not.
How am I hip? I am old as shit. I just said I couldn't even read the screen.
Because she doesn't even know that Bill and Ted was making a third movie, even though we talked about it on 2 different live streams before.
I just assumed it was the second.
But it is coming out. It is pushed back until August 21st, but they're also releasing in theaters, on demand, on streaming on the same day. So August 21st, we will probably rent this and watch this because what else are we doing?
I don't know. I didn't see the second one. I feel like I have to watch that first.
I don't think you have to watch that at all.
Jessica said she's excited for Bill and Ted. Comic Reporter said, I slept through that panel because I was hungover. What does that mean?
San Diego Comic-Con happened, but it was all digital.
I did actually see someone, the Dorkeries,
yes, the Dorkeries,
did a video about that.
So there's a lot of things that came out, like this Tetris movie.
Oh my god! Wait, Taron Egerton? Who's Taron Egerton?
He's been in what is the name of those movies? He's in Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. I also didn't see that, guys. I've seen nothing.
And he's also in those. I can't think of.
The Tetris movie is just the Tetris music playing in the background, and then it gets faster and faster and faster, and then fucking human beings just getting shot down out of the sky, wedged in between cars. It's dun 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 dun
She is
dun
cold and weird. Taron is going to be playing the.
Comics Explain said he's going to play the long block.
So he's actually playing the creator really of Tetris, and I guess there was a legal battle between Tetris and the companies that provided it to people, and they were taking all the money, and the guy who made it was getting nothing. So it's basically it's going to be a movie about him suing the companies in the legal battle. So it's not going to be what you guys.
I was hoping that it was human bodies forming Tetris pieces.
Comic
Jabroni is on.
Yo, Jabroni, what is happening, my friend? Congratulations on your promotion. That is huge.
I did watch that too. That Instagram video. That's pretty cool.
That's so cool. Our brothers in the army or my brother, not our brother. That'd be weird. That'd be really weird. My brother's in the army. I actually don't know his position at this point. He's been in the army since he was.
He said whatever because I talked to him about it, that whatever position he's in is the highest you can get before it's super hard to get the next one. He'd have to do a ridiculous amount of shit to get to the next phase.
He's been in the army for, I would say, going on 20 years. Because he's
18 years.
Is he? Is that what he's at?
Mm-hmm.
He's been in for a very, very long time. Full time. He's a recruiter off in
Kansas City, Kansas.
He's been all over the place.
Why do I know more about your brother than you do?
I don't know.
Jessica said that she sung Rocket Man at the same time as me, and she almost spit her wine out in excitement.
Ooh, you're drinking wine?
Rocket Man!
Thank you for joining us in drinking. That's freaking awesome.
And Comics News said one time him and his friends dressed up as Tetris pieces for Halloween and kept forming a waltz in front of traffic. That's amazing.
Well, guys, it's 10:45. Jabroni, I hope you're still on, because you have your chance to get your entry into the end of the month giveaway. And Jabroni, I don't think
Edwin, you don't have one entry. Where have you been?
Giving them shit. I love it. Yeah, Jabroni, you haven't been here. I don't know if you even know about our end of the month giveaways. At the end of every single month, we do a giveaway, and we've been partnering with amazing creators. And David Andrew is back for this giveaway, and we are giving away all 5 issues of Resident signed. Plus a bunch of other stuff. I shouldn't say garbage. A bunch of other stuff.
This Resonant shirt. It's going to be this exact Resonant shirt. It's going to still have like my deodorant marks in it. It's going to smell like me.
It's going to smell like her. Guys, get excited.
I smell really good, actually. I'm really obsessed with scented lotions, so I smell good.
So guys,
welcome.
The first person to answer this next question in chat gets an entry into the end of the month giveaway. So, who is smart? Who is not?
I don't think this comes with smarts because I'm super intelligent and I don't know.
You are so intelligent. Who created James Forrester?
Stanley. Stanley is the only person I ever know.
That's right.
Oh my god, I was right! Jim Starlin, Stanley.
Andrew Kai.
Andrew Kai! One of these days, Andrew, you're going to get it. And I'm going to be like, fuck, because we got to pay $200 to ship this to Andrew Kai.
But we will ship it to you,
Andrew Kai. The Australian beer is Foster's. It's Australian for beer.
All right, so yes, let's jump in to the rest of the news. Jabroni, stick around.
You're too slow, Edwin. Assuming all the medals you have on your new outfit is making you slower.
So, yes, The Boys Season 2, it hasn't even started yet. It starts in August. Or no, September 4th, I believe it starts. But Season 3 already renewed.
Is it September? It's right after, yeah. No, yeah. I think it's early September. September 3rd or 4th, something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So yeah. But, September 4th, right there on the news item. But yeah, it's already been renewed. We're super excited. I watched this new clip that was during the San Diego Comic-Con. You are away getting the boy's haircut. There's a crazy scene.
I missed it because of haircuts.
With the Deep and the team running away from the Deep, and the Deep is chasing them. Oh my god, it is so good. Check out that video on Insta.
Isn't there some
YouTube.
Deep ocean clip that's out there?
That's the one I was talking about.
I saw something come up on my feed about that, but I didn't watch it. Bruce has a lot more free time than me.
It's not free time. I'm working, but I'm not. I have to be at my computer at all times. So, guys, Sweet Tooth is a Jeff Lemire book. I have not read Sweet Tooth, but it's been picked up by Netflix and it is being made into a movie, and it is being a series, I believe. Yes, series by Netflix. And yeah, it is being produced by Tony Stark. Who's Tony Stark? Robert Downey Jr. And his wife. And Jeff Lemire actually...
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Not Gwyneth Paltrow, no.
Gwyneth Paltrow's his wife.
Oh, in the movie.
Piper
Potts.
Pepper Potts.
Pepper Potts.
Wow, that was embarrassing for everyone.
But Jeff Lemire says the series is super truthful to the comic book. So he's super excited for this. He went out to Australia to see the filming of the pilot, and he's super excited because it was staying super truthful to the comic book. So that is cool. Guys, Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds is like the dream team.
The mucka.
It is like...
I'm sick of all these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
But they're going to be the two main characters in an upcoming animated series for Quibi? Quibi? I don't know. Whatever the fuck.
I feel like we know that. That's like some new streaming thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but supposedly it's doing terrible. But they are still bringing in talent and still bringing in shows.
They're paying a lot of money. Also, I want to stop you because we have a new person on chat. Sleepy Reader 666. I'm actually interested in your name because you're like, I'm a sleepy reader. That's super innocent. But then 666, like the devil.
Ooh, what is that mean? All about? Tell us.
Like, is it like a secret meaning? Like, I'm a sleepy reader, but I'll come up on you and stab you.
666.
Devil 666. That's all. That was my contribution back to you.
So sleepy reader, tell us. So this cartoon is it's called how do you say it? I can't even say it now.
Father Mucker.
Father Mucker. Samuel L. Jackson's character is taking care of Ryan Reynolds' character because he's wounded for some reason. But obviously, hijinks and craziness is going to happen because it's a cartoon.
It says animated.
Yes, that's what I said. Animated.
That's stupid.
Disney Plus is actually
Samuel Saxon. Comics Mix Explained is really funny.
It's funny too. Disney Plus is putting out a documentary series called Marvel 616, and it's going to highlight characters and creators and really cool things happening at Marvel right now. There are some clips for 2 of their episodes. I watched both of them. They are both really
What's
cool.
that guy's name?
Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll, thank you. Why is Nick Kroll in Disney 616? What has Nick Kroll done?
Because it's basically how Marvel has influenced pulp culture.
Pop culture?
And so
or
Nick
pulp
Kroll
fiction.
is definitely pop culture, so there you go.
He made
Get ready for
Big
that.
Mouth based off of The Little Mermaid.
Disney officially changes Falcon and the Winter Soldier's release window just to fall. Fall 2020.
I feel like every week we talk about this.
Everything has been delayed.
It's been pushed back. It's been pushed back. It's been pushed back.
So The Witcher is going to complete filming in 2021. Not 2020, 2021.
That is so far away.
It's going to be early 2021, but it's going from an 8 or 6 week shooting schedule to a 8 week shooting schedule.
The Witcher is also The Witcher's like The Mandalorian, and also like
very much
his
like
Dark Materials, where it's like some episodes are great and some episodes are like, why am I fucking watching this? And that's like they just put filler episodes in. The Mandalorian was very much so like 2-3 great episodes and then like 4 episodes in the middle that you're like, do we have nothing else to talk about?
4 great, 4 terrible.
And then the last 3, where you're like, oh my god, so good, totally glad I watched this. And then I was like, I'm gonna buy this beautiful doll in representation of my love for the Mandalorian. I love the Mandalorian, don't get me wrong, but
Baby Yoda,
the child, he's not Baby Yoda. He's not supposed to be actual Yoda. It's like one of his species.
Sure. Get specific. Get specific.
Jessica, Big Mouth is not related to The Little Mermaid. I just tried to tie Big Mouth to anything Disney related, and I tried to make it as far-fetched as possible.
Big Mouth is an amazing cartoon.
So that's why.
Any male person who's over 18.
Who's over 2.
It is so
It is
funny.
very immature.
I love it.
It was okay.
I love it.
Bruce loves it. I tried to watch it. It was like,
oh my god.
I could watch it, but whatever.
So
we'll agree that Bruce and I have very different
comedic tastes.
Because what I enjoy as comedies, Bruce does not. Like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Rick and Morty, and Bruce is like,
I never watched Rick and Morty. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is, and it's enjoyable.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is hysterical. And
I would not say it's hysterical.
Andy Samberg is a national treasure.
I love Andy Samberg. When he does his music band, it's really, really good. Can't think of the name of it because I'm actually pretty drunk right now.
Lonely Island.
There you go, Lonely Island.
I'm not as drunk. Bruce has been drinking for a long time. He tried to talk shit about me that I've been drinking, but I had to stop and then sober up so I could go buy ice for a beer.
Oh,
please.
Bruce couldn't.
Bruce couldn't pull it together.
Well, she was also she drank Wednesday night, Thursday night, and
guys, I can't help Bruce can't keep up. That's not my fault.
All right, so back in the comic book news, DC's next big event.
Oh my god, I love Hot Rod. Comics Mix Explain.
After Dark Knight Death Metal, it's going to be Endless Winter. And that's all we know about so far. So there's the next big event is going to be Endless Winter. So my guess is that Dark Knight Death Metal's the world is kind of destroyed, and then there's going to be like a big winter.
It reminds me of Frozen. Even the text, the way they have it, everything about that, I was like, are they making another Frozen movie? Is this what you're announcing? It's not. It's something stupid.
It's not. Going on
something worse than Frozen. Guys, Frozen is a good movie. Frozen 2.
So, Donny Cates. Donny Cates.
Guys, we gotta get Donny Cates on just so we can get him to send us signed variant covers of Venom. So that way Bruce can stop looking for them.
I am Miss Breakin. I know you got all the books. I've seen you brag about that on the old Instagram. It made me very jealous. Yes, I got back into the comic collecting game, like, what, 8 weeks? No, 8 months. Too late.
I missed all of Venom.
I missed issues 1 through 8.
Guys, I'm supposed to be alternating, and I'm doing a terrible job.
Oh yeah, she's supposed to be alternating all the covers to show you guys what David Andre sent us.
But I'm up on my game now. Here's some more Resonant, signed by David Andre, which we'll be giving away next week, Friday night, 10 p.m. Be there
Or be square.
Next, beer Shark Bite. Also scary because sharks are scary and they'll eat your face. I think we need a bigger keg. Right? It's called Well Balanced Double IPA.
It's an IPA, really? Mm-hmm. Does not taste like an IPA.
Brewed with an impressive combination of Bravo, Galaxy, Citra, and Mosaic hops.
Okay.
This moderate bitterness balances the light and malt profile and the fresh hop aroma of tropical fruit, citrus, and passion fruit.
Passion fruit, oh, right. Oh,
South Shore Craft Brewery in Oceanside. Right next door. That's the next town over.
Next town over, guys.
8%. Guys, Bruce can barely form sentences by the end of the night. This should have him on his butt.
So yeah, Donny
and Bregan
Cates.
agrees he was flexing.
So Donny Cates, right? We all enjoy Venom. Venom's been good. It was really good at the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It sucked in the middle. Fuck that shit. That shit was pretty...
Wait, we're talking about Venom?
Yes. It was really good at the beginning. You should read that, especially that beginning part. You can skip all the way up to where we are right now. Because that shit was garbage.
Why is it so, like, everyone's going fucking hard garbage over it?
Well, because what happened was that he got, like, steamrolled by the big event that was War of the Realms. The big Thor event. And he was forced to write
Donny Cates Thor?
No. Jason Aaron's, the end of Jason Aaron's run on Thor.
Okay.
And so he had to, like, integrate his book into that, and they kind of messed it up, and this whole Venom Island shit was garbage. Mark Bagley. People love Mark Bagley. He's an artist. I think he's, like, old school. I'm not an old school guy. I want my new shit. Jorge Jimenez.
Oh my god, he loves Jorge.
Best pencils in the game.
Jorge Jimenez is fucking huge. I follow him on Instagram.
He's jacked.
I don't mean huge in size. I just mean, I can't believe how many people like his Instagram posts, how followed he is. He had this new statue made of his Super Sons run, and it is amazing.
So how cool is that?
I want that statue, but it's like $1,000, so I don't want it that bad.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, but it was
Gemini
super cool.
If you're watching, pick that up.
It was super cool.
Gift it to us.
And then gift it to us. We'll review it for you.
And then not send it back. But Venom is really good. But Donny Cates, everyone loves him. His red neck run is great. I'm like 8 issues into that. His Thor run, you've read some of his Thor. It's so good.
I've read like the first 3 or 4 Thors.
It's so good. And he's coming out with a book called
Beta Ray Bill. That's his name. I think I said like Billy Goat Bill or something like that before.
Crossover. It's going to be for Image. And from what I read from this article, this is the first article that's talking about the book, is that what happens if you read a comic book and then your comic book comes out and it's into your world. So your worlds cross. So your real world is mixed with comic book madness.
I feel like that sounds like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
But that's more like heroes going into heroes. This is like
he reads the comic book and it's like happening to him in real time, where he's like, What is happening to me? He flips the page and it's like exactly what's happening to him.
Right, but that's that. But this is saying a kid is reading a comic book, a normal kid, and then superhero shit starts happening around him, where his normal world is like ours. We have a sleeping dog over there. We have a train that goes by.
It's
we
like
have
bedtime stories
things.
with Adam Sandler, where like he thinks everything he's saying is coming to real
Sure.
life. We'll read that. And then we'll have... I would be very selective about the books that I read then, and then I'd make something cool happen for me. Also...
Well, I'm not saying that what he reads is coming to life. I think something crazy happens. I'm not sure if the kid's making it happen. I don't know. Nothing's been said. There's not a lot of details in that article, but that's what's happening.
Comics Mix Explained said he sent Donnie and Megan some metal records. I want you to elaborate on that. And is it you? And am I remembering correctly where you had like Donnie Cates on and you talked about how you guys were like friends because you bonded over something? Remind me. I'm drunk often by this time of the night and I don't remember.
I said that?
No. Comics Misexplained. I'm speaking to you. What is your first name? Comics Misexplained. I like to call people by their first name on the show. Your government name.
Government.
Your
So,
government name.
babe.
I'm ready. Hit me.
How much money do you think Bruce Wayne is worth?
He's Jeff Bezos rich.
So what's that? How much money?
He's a billionaire, almost trillionaire.
Not almost trillionaire.
He's
Take
up
another
there.
guess. How much money do you think he's worth? Chat, hit us up. How much money do you think Bruce Wayne is worth?
$1,555,000.
That's it?
You need to ask for a number. Comics Misexplained said he interviewed him for Mainframe Comic Con, which I remembered you mentioning.
Oh, I do,
and
yes.
he said his name is Jason. Hi, Jason.
What's up,
nice
Jason?
to meet you. I'm Stephanie.
Bruce. Anyway, thank you so for supporting the channel, man. It's huge.
Jessica said government name. Haha.
Government. Give me that government cheese.
He is broke now. I have Thor number 1 signed and Doodle by Cates. What's that mean, Doodle by Cates?
He drew a little picture.
Is it a picture of his penis? Penis.
Two-gun Pedro, $0.
Oh my god, we watched.
$300
What
million.
was
No,
that
guys,
show?
you guys he's in the billions. Come on, billions of dollars. Bruce Wayne, big. Come on.
What is the name of the show we just watched with the
Oh, it's
guy?
11 o'clock. We have to do the 11 o'clock rapid fire
Did
questions.
we do 10:45?
Yes.
I can't keep track. The name of the show that we just watched from the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Mythic Quest.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
It was actually really funny, but that's what made me think of. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Doodle, maybe. I don't know. Something in chat made me think of that.
Oh, Two-Gun Pedro, you are on the money, bro.
$100 billion, $1 million.
So the article that I read was saying that Bruce Wayne is upwards of $100 to $110 million.
Billion.
Sorry, yeah, billion. The first person to...
Didn't you already ask this?
No.
First was like when, and then it was like how, and then it was like what she was wearing.
Do you want to write the fucking questions next time?
I will, and they'll be spelled and grammatically correct.
What's wrong with this one?
Where did Jane pick up
Manoler. For sure. Come on. Where did she pick up the hammer?
Well, it kind of is his hammer. Bruce
just got sassy.
He did. You hear him come at me like that, Jessica? He'll pay for it later.
All day he's been coming at me. You're doing this wrong.
Oh my god.
You're doing
He
that
came
wrong.
downstairs before in the basement where I was playing video games with our 4-year-old.
Is no one going to answer
And
this
he was
question?
like, oh, I'm going to get myself a beer. Do you want a beer? Because anytime I get myself one and I don't offer you one, you complain. That's what he said to me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to teach you manners, you inconsiderate shit.
Where did Jane first pick up
Someone
Manoler?
said Asgard. I'm not allowed to answer any more questions.
Thor's
Jensen.
pants.
Thor's pants. Oh my god, that would be
Did
great.
you guys seriously
if he
not
called his
read-
dick Manoler, that would be amazing.
Did you guys not read this book?
Manners, Bruce. Always offer a beer. Thank you, Jessica. Yes.
Yes,
Anytime I get
James
myself a drink.
Galgos.
Moon. Off the ground. Also great answer, comic book poser.
The moon, the blue side of the moon.
She was like, oh, let me just go up to the moon. Not even possible.
I was writing blue side of the moon.
Instead of James Gallagher. James Gallagher, you are allowed to answer, and you had to come in and save everyone?
You did, because that was a long silence. Like, are you guys even playing anymore?
It was. That's because they were listening to how rude and inconsiderate Bruce is when he pours himself beverages.
Guys.
And then he tried to come downstairs and give me shit. Like, oh, you nagging bitch. Do you want a beer? Because I'm sick of hearing you.
Do I look like a kind of person that would call my significant other a bitch? I would never use that word, period. I will say, I've told Stephanie this before. Apologize to everyone on stream if you don't like this word. But cunt, I love when English people say that word. I think it's amazing.
James said Bruce pees on the floor and the seat. Thank you, James, for acknowledging that.
All right, next question. Let's hit it.
And then Stephanie fell down the stairs. That's also true. I'm like terrified of our stairs now. They're really slippery. No one can wear socks in our house. The hardwood floors have been like shellacked with I don't even know what.
What job does Jane Forrester have in the comics? What job does Jane... Yes, Andrew Kai! Bing, bing, bing!
She's a nurse.
She is a nurse.
A neonatal nurse.
Not neonatal. I can't remember nurse. Alright, guys. There's only been 2 people answering questions right in the chat. What is going on?
Is it just Andrew Kai and James Galagos?
Yes.
That's it. Jessica said she will take James Galagos' entry because he said to give it to someone else since he said he wasn't going to answer anymore. So you can write Jessica down.
No, James, you have to answer questions. This is the game. Win the game. Win the prize.
She works with dead bodies now.
She does work with dead bodies as a Valkyrie. Yes, everyone's dead.
You should give it to Jessica and James.
Fine, I want Jessica down, yes. What form of cancer does Jane Forrester battle and finally beat?
Breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer, bladder cancer. She's a smoker. Pancreatic? She's what? That's like a male cancer. It can't be. Breast cancer.
Andrew Kai.
Fucking Andrew Kai and James Galagos. I said breast cancer. I gave it to you guys. She's a woman. I named all the female organs.
So Andrew Kai, you cannot get the next one right, but after that, you're good to go. And you said to give one to Jessica,
She's
right?
doing lessons. Jessica, are you teaching children right now? It's very late at night. What children are you teaching?
Oh, the naughty children.
Boob cancer. Also acceptable, Jessica.
That's true. There are 4
Testicular
questions
cancer.
left. Let's hit these questions up right now.
Just writing a lesson.
There are a few things I do want to talk about before we leave the stream tonight. Thank you guys all sticking around. I believe there's 9 or 10 of you guys left. Thank you guys for sticking around so long. It's been kind of a wild ride tonight. Who will play Jane Forrester in the MCU? Portman,
Anne Hathaway.
comic poser, hits us with it.
Natalie Portman. Guys, let me tell you a little story. I went to high school with Natalie Portman.
She's hitting you with the real facts, yo.
Real facts. I grew up in Syosset, which is the town Natalie Portman is from, on Long Island. She was 1 year above me. And I went to high school with her.
They made out.
We did, but like, we're not supposed to talk about it. It's part of my NDA.
NDA, she signed it.
Also, really, I did. No, I did seriously go to school with Natalie Portman. I have my yearbook. I'll prove it to you next time. Next time, guys.
Are we getting like a cease and desist from Natalie Portman?
Actually, her real name is Natalie Hirschlag, and she changed her name to
Jane
Natalie
Forrester
Portman.
served as the intergalactic senator for Midgard in the Congress of... What? The Congress of what?
Intergalactic,
Congress of...
planetary, intergalactic... What is he saying? I don't know the words. Beastie Boys. Intergalactic Beastie Boys.
Intergalactic Beastie Boys.
Yes.
Worlds! Andrew Kai gets it, right?
Wait, I thought he's not allowed to answer. He got 2 in a row.
No, that was before.
Then comic book poser answered. All right, fine, Andrew Kai again. That is crazy, huh? Did she give you a swirly? She did not. I'm much stronger than that bitch. Fuck that. Planets, the realms, worlds.
Level 70 reads everything out loud. She's like, hey guys, if you guys are not reading the chat yourselves, I'm sure you are. But here's the chat.
Hobos, worlds. Crap, I was late.
What do you guys think about the turtle poster? I kind of like...
That is Bruce's from when he was a kid.
Oh, it's when I was a
That is
baby.
a 20-year-old poster.
Easy 20-year-old.
Easy,
No,
25 to 30-year-old poster.
That means I had that when I was 20. No, that's when I was like 10 years old.
30-year-old poster.
A 30-year-old poster.
30-year-old poster that Bruce has kept forever. Do you know what Bruce's mom told me the last time I saw her?
Oh, God. It's probably something really, really nice.
That she... Actually, was nice. Bruce collected a whole bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and she told me that Bruce collected all these turtles because he told his mom when he grew up he was going to be rich by being a collector. I thought it was really cute because you still are a collector just of comic books.
What comic did Jane Forrester first appear in? Comics Books Explained. For the first time in over a decade, you're gonna watch 3 tomorrow. 1 is amazing.
Wait, like the
2 and 3.
new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, he's talking about the original movies. Journey and Mystery. Jessica Cruz. Suarez.
Journey into... Well, James Galagos said it first.
Oh, he
For
did?
Jessica, Journey into Mystery 84.
Oh, sorry.
And then Jessica wrote Journey into Mystery 84. He was giving it to Jessica, and so she gets another entry.
Sorry, James. You're both getting entries.
Sorry, James. Sorry that you have so many entries, James. I hope you're happy.
Jessica, sorry I said Cruz.
Tom Cruise, Jessica Cruz. You know, they're related.
Suarez.
Jessica Suarez. It's like he doesn't even know Frank.
I love Frank. Come on.
He?
I asked Frank to actually do some animations for me this week, and he said, sorry, bro. I'm too busy.
He's busy having family movie night. What he's watching right now? Probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right, last question. I'm not going to bring up the wheel because there's only one question left. This actually is a really good question. It's got to take some Googling. I know it is. What is the name of the weapon that Jane uses as Valkyrie?
It's called Shuttlecock.
It's a ridiculous name.
Penis Destroyer.
What is the weapon?
Shark Bite. The all weapon.
It is the all weapon, but...
Oh my god, Sam King is back.
Sam King, should we give it to him?
You should give it to him. What is it like?
It starts with a U.
Why are you drinking all of that beer? I didn't have any of it.
Because you're being a sissy baby.
I'm not being a sissy baby.
I drank my half, and you're still sipping on the previous half.
Are you yelling at me?
Yes,
right
I am
now?
yelling at you because you call me a greedy prick.
Oh my god! First of all, those words never came out of my mouth, and he just called me a sissy baby, and then yelled at me.
She's
after he didn't pour me another beer. Jessica Swear said Stormbreaker comes in the plot device smasher.
No, I mean Sam King gets the win.
Under a jam? What?
Sam King, I'm so happy. This is your first entry into the end of the month giveaway.
Wouldn't that be crazy? You only have one entry and then you win?
Crazy.
It's happened now.
Sam King, are you up to speed with Resident?
Have you read Resident? That's the real question, because Resident is an amazing book by David Andrew, who's been a huge supporter of our channel. And we love him. And that's why I'm wearing my Resident shirt. We will be giving away a Resident shirt. He has not read it yet. Oh my god, are you in for a ride?
So, a couple things about David Andrew. David Andrew, Resident is his first printed comic book. He has another comic book that he's done digitally. I actually have not read that. I am guilty of that.
I didn't even know that. What is it called?
Off the top of my head, I can't know because I did a bunch of research up to...
Is there a Resident Evil cover? That would be amazing.
Ooh, that would be really cool. But the covers
like
that are out...
Mila Jovovich was on it.
There are 7 or 8 total covers for issue number 1. Stephanie and I are in the process of collecting them. We have
everything but one.
We have 2. We're getting a third in the mail on Monday. And we are 4 away from having all of them.
I thought there was only variants of the first.
Only the first, that's what I'm saying. There's 7 variants of the
variants
first.
of the first.
Yes.
Interesting.
There's someone selling one of the variants for plus cover A for $30, but there's a big old crease on the variant that we don't have. Do we really want to pick up with a color break on the fucking spine?
David Andrew, send us this variant cover.
He probably doesn't have it. It was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, so only people who went there and bought it were only able to buy it. So it's like...
He lives in California. He has it. He was there. He was there. Or they sent it to him.
It's a pretty cool cover. Can you find the cover with the girl on it? Because it's the main... Well, I can't say main because there are so many different characters.
Why do I not see it?
Should be over there, babe.
It's on here. That's what That's why.
Oh, is it already up? So yeah,
I'm gonna message David.
It's of this girl right here. It's an awesome cover, but one of the covers are missing, and then there's a couple others, and we're just missing them, and we're collecting them all because David Andrew is amazing. The comic book is amazing. We're spiraling. Oh yeah. So what I wanted to talk about was this, babe, not this one,
babe. Where's that from?
All right, so you guys know I love Batman. Batman is my jam. I collect everything Batman.
Is it this one?
Nope. So
is this one?
What do we think of this new Batman suit? No, that I can get for $5.
This is the boy?
This one right here. This one I can get for $40.
What about this one? Is this one?
No, I already
That's the
have
one
that
we're
one.
coming.
This one is $125.
Is this one?
Yes.
I have to take it. Look, David Andrews signed this. F you. He has this. I'm messaging him right now.
Can we talk about this thing that everyone is watching us right now? There are people watching us wanting to talk
Guys,
to
talk
us.
to Bruce. I'm messaging David Andrews.
No, but I brought this up because I want to talk to you about it. So what do we think about this suit? Because this suit, to me, is also... It's two things.
It's Mr. Freeze.
It's terrible and awesome all at the same time. And if you guys are not listening and following to Thinking Critical, I brought it up I think last week. It is a channel that I actually am addicted to. Like, it is a really great comic book channel who talks about all things comic books. He has
Oh my god, Comics Misexplained got my reference. I'm sorry to go back 5 minutes, rewind. When I was like, babe! And he got it. It was Hot Rod. You know, Jason, me and you, we would be close friends.
But, yeah, he's a great channel. And this suit came up in his review for Batman number 95, which mine should be coming out on Monday or Tuesday. Mine's a little delayed, like all things in life. But this suit is two things. It's both awesome and terrible. It's awesome because it's different. Like, I am a person who is okay with accepting different things. Like, you want to throw something different at me, like, I don't know, let's throw Damian Wayne as Batman in the future. Sure, that's cool. Let's try it out. Let's not make it permanent, but yeah, let's try something new. But it's also terrible in the fact that it's so not Batman.
It reminds me of Mr. Freeze from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's true.
That is what I see when I see it. Mr. Freeze. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The whole story is Batman is fighting the Joker. The Joker steals his fortune, and Batman goes to this bunker that he thinks that no one knows about.
He goes to Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo denies his claim.
And this wall opens up, and this suit is there, right? And supposedly it's a dream sequence, but I think it's real. But he doesn't recognize the suit. So he didn't make it himself. Who do you think made it? Who is the closest?
A lot of people are saying it. Joker designed it. Fox did, and neither did Alfred.
So who do you think? From what I just said, who do you think?
I think it's Mr. Freeze. I wasn't listening to what you said.
Classic Stephanie. That's what I said.
Where are the bat nipples? Exactly, Sam King.
No, Sam King. I agree with you. Bat nipples. And I also agree with you that there's a lot a lot of different things. But in issue number 95, what I liked most was the return of Alfred. Like, I agree with what
Sam King says Nightwing. It is a very Nightwing costume.
With what Tom King did, I think it was a cool thing to kill Alfred. For two reasons. It switches up the status quo of Batman. It makes him something different. It changes his universe. Because Alfred's always been there. It's been this crutch. And he no longer has his crutch.
Alfred's dead now.
He's dead. And this was Alfred's last parting gift. Like, because he knew about Batman's plan to kind of like put all of his money into Gotham and rebuild it to something shiny like Superman. Right? Hold on.
That Alfred is trying to let us all know.
Let me finish.
That Batman's gay.
So, he wanted to be somewhat like Superman. To shiny. Or Alfred wanted him to be like a
Superman's not shiny.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Fucking Christ.
He wanted to be something like Superman. A shining beacon for people to look to. Because he's always worn black. He's always been this dark figure. And this is Alfred saying, you can be more. Your city is built. Your city is saved. Here is your chance to be something more. Now go ahead, interject.
I think this is Alfred letting everyone know that Batman is gay. I don't feel warm and safe with this outfit. I feel like it's cold and distancing.
Yes, James.
I feel that it is separating Batman from the city of Gotham. This doesn't make me feel like Batman is going to protect me. This makes me feel like Batman has finally joined the ambiguously gay duo, and he is part of a new Saturday Night Live skit that I hate. Thank you.
She couldn't wait until I finished to say that.
You're welcome. My thoughts are what is most important in this show.
Look at Jessica. Hold on. Let me finish. I just wanted to finish. Let me just finish speaking for once.
It is my thing to interrupt Bruce. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Batman is trying to find his Peter Tingle, and I don't feel it. It's not a Peter Tingle.
Oh my god, how was he explaining that? Is so good. So
Alfred did not design it, according to James Galagos. Alfred would not advertise a shiny Batman. I agree. This Batman makes me uncomfortable. I don't want him. I don't like it. It is Mr. Freeze with like a Batman costume on. It is weird. The silver blue on his head. I'm uncomfortable with all of it.
I would highly suggest you guys check out Thinking Critical. Like, some of his stuff is really annoying, and I don't agree with it in a comic book level because I'm a comic book fan. Like, I like what I like, and that's what I come to you guys with. Like, I want to put out my videos where I review my books and say what I want to say because those are my opinions, and I want to put my opinions out there because I think comic book people should know my opinions. Because at the end of the day, I think people should be reading comic books. Comic books is the best medium out there. Period. It is the best way to tell stories. And some of the things he says is so negative, and it's like...
Also, Jessica said when the quarantine is over, she's coming to Long Island to hang out with us. And I would love that, Jessica. We have so many books to discuss.
So many. Thanks. Not books. Thanks.
Things.
We'll
and
barbecue.
James Galagos said that they're doing this to help the new shiny Batman, the Twilight Batman.
Oh my god.
Which I could say, guys, I love Twilight, so good. I hope so, but I wouldn't hold like Twilight. Twilight, the movies, were so fucking awful. And it's not fair because there's so many people like Bruce who haven't read Twilight who see the Twilight movies and they're like, oh my god, this is such garbage, never in my life. But the books were so good. I've read them all like 10 separate times. And they're so good. And I love them. And every time I read them, I'm like, up till 3 o'clock in the morning, be like, and you can't put this down. Even though I know what happens. It's so good. Jessica, back me up here.
Well, I'm almost finished with book 2 of Harry Potter with Jack. Jack is our 4-year-old. He falls asleep every single night, and I read for at least 10 to 15 minutes past when he falls asleep. Because I know, because he does this, and he falls asleep, and I feel his breathing, and I know he's asleep, but I keep reading because it's still Harry Potter, and it's the best book in the world. Alright, I think we're going to cut this off. Yeah?
Yes, we can't let Bruce drink anymore. He's too drunk. He's being very sassy.
Oh, do you want to give everything away before we go?
I do. What do you guys want? We've entered Comic Book Poser into the Toaster Club.
There are 10 people on.
Which I do love, the Toaster Club. I feel like almost all of you have toasters at this point.
Jessica has been like chatting like crazy.
She's saying that the Twilight books were poorly written. Jessica, how could you?
There is a book out there, if you guys have not read the book, called Hero. It's amazing. It's superhero related, or no, it's superheroes.
I love to read the Twilight books.
The only thing
what it is.
that was uncomfortable for me, I am a heterosexual male, is very strongly a story about a homosexual male.
To be fighting me about Twilight.
Homosexual male, and it was still so good. I cried on the subway to work so many times. Every single time on the subway, I was fucking crying.
Jessica said she ordered Hero.
Oh, did you really?
She did.
Oh my god, it's so... He died, and like the writer died when he was like 30 or 28 or something. So sad. Because he was such a good writer. What are you giving away?
I don't know. I'm trying to see who's still in chat. Comics Misexplained, Jessica.
Right, do you know how we tell who's in chat? If you are still in chat,
James
type
Galagos.
1. If you're still in chat, type 1, and then we'll come up with a good prize for the people
Sam
who are
King,
still in chat.
Andrew Kai. I'm trying to see like who hasn't won something. These are all our regulars.
Doesn't matter.
Two Gun.
We'll wait for everyone to type 1. If you're still in chat, type 1, and
Andrew
we'll come up
Kai,
with a cool
Sam
prize for
King.
you.
I feel like we could give something directly away to someone who's new, like Sam King, who wants to be part of our Toaster Club. Andrew Kai, I can't initiate into the Toaster Club because you're so fucking far away with your spiders and your freaking magpies that bite people's heads, and Foster's, the Australian bear.
Foster's actually a
Crocodile
very
Dundee.
good beer, and it always comes in a giant fucking can.
It's huge. Like, who can drink that fast? It's warm by the time you're done. Crocodile Dundee, also great.
1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5, 6 people still in chat.
But
Or
there's,
Andrew Guy.
according to the chat, 10 of them. Although I'm
You're
one of them, so
You
9
are one
of
of
them.
them. All right.
Andrew Kai, I love you, and you're so supportive, and you're here every week, and we always send you money via PayPal, but It's so expensive to ship you things. Even when we tried to do it through like Amazon International, it still was like $4 million. And we don't have $4 million.
Here's my thing.
I'm listening. Bruce is drunk. He said it 3 times.
We can do a Resident t-shirt.
I think everyone has a Resident t-shirt.
I
know Two Gun does. Comic Book Poster just got his delivered yesterday.
All right. We can give away...
James has one. I think
five...
Sam King is the only person who has said one in chat who hasn't won something.
What about 5...
And Chaos is here. Have you ever won anything from us?
What about 5 unsigned issues?
Chaos did, I remember. Because there was one of our first things we gave away.
He won the first thing ever, the first ever thing.
Right, and it took us forever to ship it out to him.
Yes. What about 5 unsigned issues of Resident?
But then it's not as exciting for next week when you win the signed versions. I don't like that. We're giving away Resident this month already. If you win them, what's the excitement?
They're signed.
Sam has never read them. Sam wants to read them.
We can't just give them the signed copies.
I'm not saying the signed ones. Two Gun says he's got a shirt already. Chaos said, am I late? You're not. Yes, Resident. James Gagos, have you read Resident? Have we discussed this?
Yes, there's plenty of people who have not read Resident. I actually saw all 5 issues at the shop last week. I can pick them up.
I know, but then I have to go to the post office. It's a lot of work for me. I like Amazon.
It's not. I put them in a box and I drop them in a box.
Yeah, and then I go to the post office.
I can go to the post office.
This never happened.
All right, guys, this is what we're doing. We're giving away the first 5 issues of Resident tonight. You won't get them until next week because I need to go to the shop and I'm not going to shop until Wednesday. So I'll pick them all up on Wednesday. I will email Chuck tonight, or I'll just pull them out of my own box and send them to you.
But then they're going to be bent.
They're not going to be bent. My issues are fucking crispy. Don't fucking say that about my books. Resident.
David Andrew said that was a San Diego Comic-Con variant. Probably all sold at the show last year. I might have one.
Oh my god.
I'm talking to David Andrew as we speak, guys. I need that variant now.
Alright, so can we agree that we're giving 5 issues of Resident unsigned tonight?
Fine. If that's what you want.
Alright,
but then you're going to win the signed ones next week. What are you going to do with 2 copies of it?
Alright, so...
Probably set one on fire?
Well, Sam King did not get an entry. So he has a chance tonight to win one.
Fine.
Alright. That is the deal. Oh my god, I can't believe I had to fight
Jessica said stop fighting and then Cass said fight more.
Not believe we had to fight for this.
Two Gun hasn't read Resident either. Two Gun, I'm disappointed.
Wait, you have a Resident t-shirt and you haven't even read it?
Two Gun, what is going on? It's embarrassing.
Alright.
I'm going to tell David Andrew right now because I'm talking to him.
Alright, so
I'm
guys.
going to tell him Two Gun hasn't read it. He's going to know who you are.
Well, you are a pretty popular guy, Two Gun, on the old comic book Instagram media thing. But alright, there are only 6 people on right now. Babe, what is the question that you want them to answer, the chance of them to win?
Well, no one's read fucking Resident, so I can't ask you any questions about that.
Sure you can.
I don't know. Why are you putting me on the spot like that? I was just talking to David Andrew. Jessica hasn't read Resident either. What the hell's going on? Give us some used Cheetos. What, used Cheetos? Cheetos don't last long in this house. There's no used Cheetos. I could chew some up and spit it into a bowl, but that's gross. I'll just send you a bag of Cheetos.
Here we go.
I'm sending a bag of Cheetos to whoever wins this because Bruce is sending you comics that I have to go to the post office for. So I'm sending you Cheetos also. That's part of it now.
Here we go.
Cheetos and Resident.
Here we go. Here's your question.
Sam King, you're new to the show. I eat Cheetos every night after our live stream. Friday nights, I get drunk and I eat Cheetos.
Just so you guys know, we love each other. This is very much
we just
normal
like to give each other
banter. I want you guys to think we're actually mad at each other. So guys, 5 issues of Resident unsigned tonight to the person who can answer.
And Cheetos, a bag of Cheetos. Guys, I love the Cheetos that are shaped like paws, but they're really hard to find. So I will send you puffy Cheetos. I don't like the crunchy ones. Puffy Cheetos, if I can find the paws, I'll send them.
Oh my god. The amount of times that she's cut me off tonight, I want to blow my brains out.
It's my plan. I have a very high insurance premium on him.
Who can tell me the artist of Resonant? The first person to tell me the artist of Resonant will win 5 issues. Only 5 issues of Resonant.
Two Gun and Comics Mix Explained agrees puffies are best. For some reason, James Galagos has decided he hates me and said that he likes crunchy Cheetos better, which is like, I don't even know you anymore, James Galagos. Stop showing them the answer.
I can't read it from this point.
Sam King, come on. You've been watching all night.
His name is actually really hard to say.
What is it? I don't even know. Alejandro
Jessica
Aragon.
Suarez. Oh,
Wait,
James
Galagos!
Galagos!
And I feel like we're sending you both. Can we send them both? Is that an option?
It depends on how many.
They both didn't answer. They both haven't read it, is what I meant to say. Sam King, I want to send you something because you're new.
All right, so we'll try to send all 3. It's just gonna be hard.
Bruce will do it. I'll make him do it. He's gonna find 3 copies of all 5 issues.
So James, Jessica, and Sam. So Sam, here's the thing. You are new. We have Jessica. We have James, obviously, because James
has won like everything every week.
Every single week.
James Gallagher said he's got a Cheetos tattoo.
See that Instagram handle right there? Send us your information, your shipping address. You'll be the first person that we ship books out to.
You will. First is the worst. Second is the best. Third is the one with the hairy chest. It's Bruce.
But all 3 you will get all 5 issues.
Sam, we're not sending you things so you come back. We love to give things away. That is our thing, Sam. Welcome to the show. We're not trying to bribe you back into another episode. You would be crazy to miss us because we're hysterical and we get drunk and yell at each other. But regardless,
Resonant.
Or to do a double negative, irregardless, we want to send you something. So find us on Instagram. Send us your mailing address.
There's James, Jessica,
Sam King. If you don't, we'll just Google Sam King. I'm sure there's only one of you.
Oh yeah, only one. But yeah, so I know
Sam King. Just because you're in Canada doesn't matter. We got things from Bertram.
Oh no,
What's his name?
It's not impossible. Yes, it will be a little more money, but don't sweat it, bro.
We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle money.
So you're saying we're poor as fucks?
We live in a sewer and we eat pizza.
Sam, send us your info. It's only 5 issues of Resident. We can get like a cheap...
And Cheetos. Everyone's getting Cheetos. You think I'm kidding? Everyone's getting Cheetos. Don't fucking look at me like that. They're like packing peanuts.
Alright, so I will pack really nice the book so you don't get cheesy shit on your books. I actually might almost have 2 runs in my closet.
Guys, we have so much resin. I don't know what he's fucking sweating this for.
No, but it might
Chuck
be hard.
will get us all 5. David, we've been talking all night.
Worst case scenario, I can reach out to David, buy another run off him, and then send you books. Worst case scenario.
We'll get it. Point is, we'll get it. Just send us your address.
Just send us your address.
There's the Instagram, Bruce and Stephanie.
But guys, as always, here's the thing. There's 2 things that you guys need to know. Stephanie
likes you.
And I love you. There's actually the 6 people that's been on tonight. It says 7. Stephanie's one of the people. You guys have been on all night long.
Listening to our antics. We just shout at each other. This is what we do when you're not here. I fight with Bruce. I give him shit. I'm like, how come you didn't tell me you loved me 7 times today? It was only 6.
It's been a great night. We thank you guys so much for tuning in. Next week is the big end of the month giveaway. Make sure you guys are tuning in for that. It's going to be such a good night. Yes, there is going to be 5 issues of Resident up for grab. If you're not,
plus this shirt, this sweet, sweet shirt.
If you guys did not get your entry in, I'm sorry.
Right here.
It's over.
Here,
you need to tune in
here.
The weeks before the end of the month giveaway to get the end of the month giveaway. But yes, there are 3 prizes at the 10:15, 10:45, or 10:15, 10:30.
10:30. We skip right over 10:30.
10:45 hour. That if you didn't get your entry in, you can win that.
I'll try to actually remember this time that we're doing a live stream on Friday and look up for new prizes because we've been doing the same prizes for a couple weeks now. Because every Friday we're like, oh shit, we have a live stream tonight. We didn't pick prizes, and then we're like Batman toasters for everyone.
Books. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much.
Bruce loves you.
I love you.
I like you as a friend.
Stephanie likes you.
Cheetos for everyone. One day, guys, it's going to happen. We're going to become famous enough that Cheetos sponsors us and I get Cheetos for life.